Hello and welcome everyone back to Final Fantasy XIV. It's been a little bit, and Amy and I have been playing as much as we've been able to. Oh, Simadon, thank you so much for the tier 1 subscription. 14 months now, says just lurking, using the stream as background noise. That's just fine. Oh yeah, I should probably have the light on. That's probably a good idea. Ah, there we go. Now I'm nice and blinded. But yeah, we have reached sort of the midpoint of 3.2, and things have been definitely going down. I actually got to this point right here, where Amy's like, maybe you should stream this. And apparently there's a lot of good stuff in this, in 3.3, and really everything up until Stormblood, right?
I mean, I liked it.
Yeah.
But this one that you're about to go on is the one that made me think.
Well, to give a little rundown of what we've been doing, we've successfully found Thancred, and he has been reunited with everyone, and we discovered Minfilia. That one a little different, but I'm not going to get into any details on that one, but yeah, that was certainly something. In the meantime, we also had a run-in with the dragons that they got themselves looking nice for oh gosh, I'm blanking. It's been the city, the area, the Ishgard, looking nice for Ishgard. So people, yeah, yeah, got Ishgard people maybe coming around on dragons, even though there's definitely some people still thinking that.
Setting up for the festival type thing to celebrate them joining back together. That's what that banner up top was.
Yes, so we're. Yeah, we're basically getting set up for that as this big banquet, basically celebrating the opening reunion of dragons and Ishgardians, even though things are still very much on edge, and you know we still have Nidhogg out there, so there's problems. And yes, as Onlyling Plus points out, Thancred was censored with a squirrel, and I love it. Yeah, we missed out on some naked Thancred action in his reunion, because just in the same way that Ishtolo came back. So yeah, I don't know what I'm getting into. I don't know exactly what's happening with this one, but we're gonna talk to Emmanueline and see what actually happens. Just let me know if you can hear the game just fine and hear me just fine, and we're gonna go ahead and get this started. For those who we have lost. Basically, the big thing here is Emmanueline just seems to be sending us all over on useless tasks, but he might have a plan for something. I don't know. Oh, and this should of course go without saying, but let's keep those last few favors between us. Yes, Artorial wouldn't understand. Right then, the first floor of those barracks has been converted into a tavern for the duration of the conference. Why don't you go and have something to eat? For once, a suggestion with which I agree. Go ahead, Milan. I will join you anon. Thank you, Thancred. Alright. A quest to go get drinks. That sounds reasonable. I gotta say, I'm looking pretty dapper as a summoner as we're heading in here. Everybody just sort of hanging out.
Welcome, welcome. Find yourself an empty seat and I'll be with you in a moment.
Wow, I did not expect a random maid to get voice acting.
Cold out, isn't it? Here, a mug on the house. Let's get some colour back in them cheeks.
This voice actress, I have no idea, but it sounds so much like your mom in Dragon Quest XI. Does that sound right, Amy? It's pretty similar.
I think it's different, but I can see why you think so.
Afraid food will be a bit longer than usual. We've got a lot of hungry folk to feed, what with the conference and all. Oh, so many people with cause to celebrate. To think there could be peace in our time. After all them years of fighting. When I heard about the conference, I knew I had to come. I knew I had to be here. To do my bit.
I love the guy passed out on the floor right back here.
My husband, he died fighting the dragons, you see. And here we are, about to break bread with him.
Did she just poison us?
You were right, my lord. You look tired. Reckon you could do with a good long rest?
Oh, crap.
After all you've done, I say you're dead.
Jeez.
Told you should stream this.
Okay, did not see us getting poisoned by a random maid in this. Oh my god. I've been
Sleep and leave us to our affairs.
I've been questioning Emmanueline for a while, and I'm did he set this up? Or did she just take advantage of this?
This was never your fight.
Well, that's ominous. So yeah, a lot of people are not happy with the reunion or the end of peace after, you know, losing a bunch of loved ones. Got a bit of an echo on her.
My son. They told me he walks in Halone's halls. Him and the rest of his unit.
They told me the same.
She's a dang good actress for just such a
I expect they think it's comforting.
for just a small role like this, or at least I assume it's a small role. Oh wow. Absolute says Roger meanwhile seems to skip cutscenes at random, so he missed all of this? Oh my god. Never skip
Every
cutscenes.
time I come, I cry. I cannot bear to
I
remember.
guess.
But to forget would be 1,000 times worse. Yet that is what they would have us do. Accept this truth for the sake of peace. Bury the past and look to the future. But he was my future. My flesh and blood. My heart.
Like, I get it, but all it's going to do is just cause more bloodshed. That's not really going to help anything. Oh, man. There's not a good answer, but it's also...
I think what the lady's saying is she just doesn't want to be friends with the dragon. She wants to have two separate...
Is this it? We're the only ones with the courage to oppose this madness? Coward.
Whoops.
They think only of the prize, of the peace Sir Emmerich promises them. They know in their hearts it's a lie, but they go along with it anyway, desperate fools. But not I. Not I!
Or they just don't believe it'll work.
Yeah.
I see the worm that killed my brother in my dreams every night. and I will not rest until he
Yeah,
lies
the violence begetting leads more violence.
him and every last one of his accursed kin.
All this nonsense about Kings of Eld, as if I care what they did or didn't do. Makes no difference to me and mine. Have the dragons sued for peace in 1,000 years? Are they bollocks? It's a bloody ruse is what it is, and Sir Emmerich and the rest of them bloody fallen for it.
But what can we do? They believe, and naught we can say will ever change their minds.
So they just outright don't trust the dragons.
Whether we like it or not, man and dragon will come together at Vulcan's Nest, and all will be forgiven. Forgiven and forgotten.
No. I will not let that happen. They will remember the true face of the enemy. I will show it to them. And we will rise up against them once more.
Yay, war's coming back. Just what we want. Ay, ay, ay.
Hey! Hey! This is no time for napping.
Thancred's new voice. And new look. At least she only put us to sleep. She could have easily killed us with that whole setup.
Anyone could have.
Yeah.
Do you have your wits about you? Good. Come with me. We have a crisis on our hands.
But was Manuelaine behind this? That's the big question I have.
Hear me, brothers and sisters. Do not be fooled by the honeyed words of the Dravarnians. The peace they promise is but a prelude to slaughter. Remember your husbands and wives never returned from war. Your children torn apart by fang and claw. All your loved ones show no mercy.
And we've killed a bunch of dragons.
Does not your heart cry out for vengeance? Your blood boil at the injustice? Remember the face of your enemy, brothers and sisters. Remember it, and strike back!
You there! Don't just stand around gawping! Do something, man! Stop her!
Yes, my lord.
Manuelaine is as useless as ever. Yeah, that's not going to help, Manuelaine.
See here the true nature of the Highborn. With lies and deception they lead us to our doom. And dare we raise our voices in dissent? Death is our reward. This is the choice they have given us, brothers and sisters. Death by dragon's fang, or death by nobleman's command. Death to all we hold dear. I spit on your choices, noblemen. You will take no more from me. No more, no more.
So Manuelaine's not behind it. So yeah, he's still just an idiot. Oh God.
What have you done?
I only did as you ordered, my lord.
Yeah, that's kind of squarely on you, Manuelaine.
I gave no such order. I did not. I never meant for anyone to...
Oh boy. Well, that's all messed up. Sheesh. What a mess. Let's see if... I don't know if any of them have anything else to say. I'm not seeing anybody we can actually talk to. I dare say that could not have... Yeah, I do wonder if that's spam in the chat. No, I can get rid of it. I do think... Apologies if it's not, but to come in here and just randomly say that feels like spam. It's not spam? Okay. Then please do not... I don't think that's the right place for this in that case. Apologies, but sorry. Alright. I dare say that could not have played out any worse, given that the First Commander and the Lord Artorial are not here to take control of the situation. Yeah. I spoke with a messenger who said that they would not be returning shortly, but until they do, naught will be done. Lord Emmanueline has retreated to the barracks and is refusing to speak to anyone. Of course. Therefore, it falls to us to ensure that the order has been fully restored. Come, let us walk the streets and speak with the people. Alright, what do we got? That's probably not going to go well. My wife and I fell while fleeing with the others at first. The Cherugians tended to our bruises afterwards. Those mad fools have ruined everything, and for what? Hey, Rusty. How you doing? Let's see, it looks like there's something up here. Let's just... Nothing like riding a dragon amongst people who are scared of dragons. They were wrong to resort to violence, but when I heard her speak, her words were as a dagger in my heart. Who are we to decide that enough is enough? That their calls for justice can never be answered? Will this be the end of it, or will there be others like them and the True Brothers? I do not want to bear steel against my kinsmen ever again. I do not know if I ever even can. Yeah... I'd heard the rumors that the young lord was a drunken fool. What imbecile thought it would be a good idea to let him have run of Falcon's Nest? Hey, Becca. How's it going? Well, I say him and Sir Aymeric take their bloody change and shove it up their arses. I'll not be taken in by that rot again. Yeah, things are going great. Let's see what Thancred has to say. Well, what say you? So the violence has passed, but the people are far from recovered. That is to be expected. For the moment, it appears that no innocents were harmed by the guards. The blame for all casualties can be placed squarely upon the protesters. Nevertheless, the people will soon forget not soon forget the image of a young lordling ordering the public execution of an unarmed protester, one whose words resonated with the hearts of many. After all, who among us has not lost loved ones? It's especially true for Amphilia. Oh, get some new stuff. None that I can actively use, so I'll probably just take the silver pieces. Lord Artorial and the First Commander should have returned by now. To the tavern, then. Their first order of business will be to speak with Lord Emmanueline, and I somehow doubt that he has moved an ilm since we last saw him. On my Butterfinger mount. And yep, egg roll bonus stream just to get some more Final Fantasy XIV goodness on here. Well, let's see how this all goes. Yep, not saying anything. Oh, playing Spiritfarer. I love Spiritfarer. Need to finish it someday, but I do love that game. Oh, he played Egil. I never realized that, Absolute. That's awesome. My apologies, Milan. I bear full responsibility for this debacle. There will be time for that later. I, for one, am more concerned about picking up the pieces. What do we know? According to initial reports, the protest was orchestrated by the young woman who Lord Emmanuelaine ordered shot. She and her conspirators infiltrated Falcon's Nest, posing as servants and guests. Several were taken alive, others resisted and were struck down. Still others took their own lives. Our forces suffered casualties as well, but by the grace of the Fury, no civilians were seriously injured. Still more remarkably, the ringleader yet lives, for the time being at least. The Cherugians are doing what they can for her, but she may not live through the night. Given their impeccable timing, it is likely that the convictors who drew us away from the hamlet were in league with the protesters. Accordingly, we have detained them for questioning. I'll be sworn that these villains spent as much effort plotting the failure of this peace conference as we did its success. Let's see. Oh, I'm glad you decided. It's awesome you decided to give Xenoblade Definitive another shot. That's hopefully you like it, Eggroll. Well, if the mood of the hamlet is any indication, theirs have been the more fruitful labors. In the wake of the protest, the people seem disillusioned. You spoke with them then. I see. Sir Aymeric placed his trust in me. It will be difficult to explain what has happened here. Remember how far we've come, First Commander. The people's faith may be shaken, but we convinced them before and will do so again. If we can but find a means to remind them, to show them once more the promise that change holds for all, then this tragedy too shall pass into the past. We must pray that you are right. Nevertheless, for the time being, I have no choice but to suspend the peace conference, pending Sir Aymeric's final decision. Under the circumstances, I cannot leave Falcon's Nest. Milan, will you deliver my report to the Lord Commander in my stead? Get up, Emmanuelaine. You're going with him. Go on without me. I was not asking. You will answer for your actions, in person. Is that clear? Yes, my lord. Come, Honorroy. Your manservant is not here. In fact, I've not seen him for some time. Now, what has happened to him? Somehow I feel like this is not going to end well. Okay, he's on the first floor. That's something. A little higher. I guess I could just follow Amy. Have you found it? Oh, here's Emmanuelaine. Have you found her? Or found him? Oh, here it is. Out at the, back to the, foundation. Eggroll says hi. Oh boy. Honora, that's how you say it.
It's French.
Amy still needs to see the direct.
No. What have they done to you? Onowa! Onowa!
Oh, he's not dead.
Is that you, my lord? You seem rather flustered.
Hey, Jason Rocks.
Because of you, you imbecile! What in the seven hells happened to you?
My apologies. Some few of the guests expressed a wish to leave, and I implored them to stay. It would seem they took issue with my request.
Oh, gods forgive me. If I had only been more careful with my words.
Do not blame yourself, my lord. I know that you and your brother have Ishgard's best interests at heart. That poor woman. She lives in the past, clinging to the memories of the lost. But the future holds so much promise, so much joy. And you know that better than any.
Onowa?
Calm yourself. The boy will live.
Okay.
But it's imperative we get him inside and into the care of a Chirurgeon without delay.
Chirurgeon. Thank you. Yeah, that's nice to know how to pronounce.
Oh, we were so close! Why does it all have to fall to pieces? Don't they want to live in peace? Don't they want to be happy? We all want the same thing! And still it falls to pieces! Tell me, what was I supposed to do? Someone, anyone, tell me, what was I supposed to do?
Man, we were sick of him.
Stop looking to others. You make your choice and you live with the consequences.
And what would you know about consequences? You who always know just what to say and just what to do. Your every deed is greeted with a round of applause.
Yeah, that was a bad move, Emmanuel.
You know nothing about me. I have fought tooth and nail for the people I hold dear. Done everything in my power to save them. And I have failed. Learn to live with it. I have.
Good stuff. Let's see what Emmanuel has to say. Okay. Yeah, and you still need to see the direct. Yeah. I may have overreacted, but it needed to be done. He was becoming hysterical. I understand the desire to look for reasons, for excuses, to convince yourself you had no choice. But the past is the past, and there is not to be gained from reliving your mistakes. I know this, but he... Yeah, I don't have any of these yet. So we'll just take the money for now. Now this... Gonna have to make sure to be my Dragoon to see if this is a better piece of equipment. I have no desire to wait for the lordling to emerge from his puddle of self-pity. We have important matters to attend in Ishgard. And just so I'm ready, I'm going to switch over to my Dragoon. Just so I can compare. Oh. Thanks, Amy. Alright. Similarly, that's a good way to put it. It is kind of like an instruction book, like giving you the basics without getting into too many details. Maybe something in there was spoilerish, but it didn't feel like it. Well, let's see what Emmerich has to say. How are you doing, Edmont? Word of the demonstration and its resolution outstripped you, Milan. Every man, woman, and child of Ishgard has heard the tale. 'Tis rumored that my youngest's lack of judgment was to blame. Of course, such stories are prone to exaggeration. What exactly came to pass? I see. So that is the truth of it. Regardless of his intent, the result is undeniable. He has furthered the cause of these misguided few who cannot let go of the past. In an instant, the delicate peace we were poised to forge is once more beyond us. To dwell so deeply on the war and in the vengeance it begets, only for that too to be taken away, is it any wonder they were left bereft? For what was this sacrifice? Have we naught to show for our suffering? I thought peace a sufficient salve, but mayhap I was mistaken. We are warriors, Lord Edmont, and ours is a nation built on century of warfare. Right or wrong, this is who we are, and we deny it at our peril. To hold on to the past without being beholden to it, we must needs find a way to honor the sacrifice of our forefathers without glorifying in their excesses. A difficult path, to be sure. We dare not deny the scars that mar our nation's soul, lest we spur other disillusioned souls to retrace them. Ooh, here we go. But as you say, we dare not revel in past glories either, for they are tainted all. A clear, unambiguous enemy in an undeniably righteous cause. 'Tis a better reflection, but lies though they were, they did long serve to unite us. No truth will ever serve us as well, I fear. Yet, we are not without options. At our last meeting, a proposal was tabled by the other members of the Eorzean Alliance for joint military exercises, to strengthen the ties between our nations, and to test our readiness to meet with a common threat. I had thought to delay these exercises until after the peace conference, but mayhap a grand melee would be just the thing to lift our beleaguered spirits. Better still, an occasion for the Temple Knights and the Watch to take the field as allies, a unified Ishgardian force filled with men and women from all walks of life, which would stand against a coalition of the allied nation's finest. Oh yeah, this the more I hear about 16, the more I'm excited for it. Sumoeni. Hosted by Ishgard in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment, a victory under such circumstances would serve as a reaffirmation, nay, a declaration to all and sundry that we are as strong and united as ever. Such a victory would do much to fan the flames of patriotism, it is true, but if we should be defeated, though, even to hold our own against the cream of the three nations, might be presented as a triumph. Very well, you may count on my support, for what little that is worth. However, I have a request. I would have my son Emmeline to take part in the grand melee. Oh no. By his deeds has he brought shame upon Ishgard, and so by his deeds I would have him bring our nation honor. As you wish, my lord. It is his desire. If that is his desire, then it shall be so. Blackway, basically we're trying to get the nation to stop tearing itself apart, is the big thing with 3.2. Now then, we have no time to lose. Milan, would you be so kind as to deliver my instructions to Lucia? I shall write to the Alliance leaders at once and begin making arrangements for the grand melee. Should you chance to see my son, pray inform him of his duty. If he has not already returned, he will soon enough, making every effort to avoid me. Well, at least they won't die. It's just, you know, gonna get bruised a bit if he loses. Alright, what's Thancred up to? So that is their solution. A grand melee to unite the people. And what part would they have you play in this affair, I wonder? You whom they have taken into their confidence, upon whom they have come so heavily to rely. And will you oblige them when the proposition is made? Will you stand for Ishgard once more? What are you going to say, Amy? I will stand for my friends and comrades, not a nation. I think I'll go with...
It says, a poor choice of words, for friends tried and true men, the living and the lost.
I'll go, we have come this far, have we not? Well, when you put it like that, I suppose it would be a shame not to see it through to the bitter end. So Amy's, when she chose the friend one, said, a poor choice of words, for friends tried and true then, the living and the lost. So for this grand melee of his, Sir Aymeric wishes to field a force comprising both his Temple Knights and Hilda's Watch, yes? I can only imagine what she will have to say about that. In fact, curiosity compels me to go and see for myself. Yeah. Thancred is, kind of taken with Hilda. Well met, Milan. Have you spoken with Sir Aymeric? I was aware of the Alliance's request, so Sir Aymeric would turn these exercises into a spectacle for the masses. It is not that I doubt the efficacy of such a plan. Indeed, I know its effectiveness only too well, having witnessed it firsthand. Nevertheless, he has not once given me a reason to doubt his intentions, and these are desperate times indeed. I will select knights for the event forthwith. As for the watch... Did he now? How considerate of Master Thancred to seek out our young watch commander of his own volition. Alas, he acted prematurely. Pray deliver this list of watch candidates to Hilda. I would have her best men, not her most dispensable. Is this to the death? Hey, goddammit, Bobby. Or I would just go with Bobby. How's my Wednesday been so far? I'd say it's been a pretty productive Wednesday. Where's Hilda at? Yeah, I'm heading over there now. Oh wow, DGC just recently finished 4.3 and I'm almost finished with 4.4. Nice. Although a trash boss is now impeding your progress at this point. I mean, shouldn't be... Hopefully you can find some good allies to get around that. Guess I could have just gone to the Ether Shard. 4.3, let's see. So you're at your post Stormblood. That's around where Amy's at, I believe, right? With your main? Nice. Oh, it's solo duty. And even putting it down to very easy doesn't help? No, 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 no. What DGC is doing in post Stormblood. No, no.
It's actually super fun.
Oh, okay. Thangrin's been telling me all about Sir Amaric's grand soiree. Seems we're expected to join in. It's nice of him to invite us and all, but I hope he knows what he's doing, because we ain't dressed to dance with professional bleeding soldiers. Excuse me. Well, well, seems the first commander's gone and handpicked her guests. Can't say I disagree with her choices, though. She's got a good eye. Will you be fighting too? Reckon it inspired the lads if you were. Might take their minds off getting their hides tanned and all. Think about it, eh? Really, we could fight for any of the nations at the rate we've gone. Oh, Onulink, good luck. I still have never gotten Cosmos. That was rough. I hate to ask, but you haven't seen our favorite lordling, have you? I thought not. On the assumption that he is not to be found in his father's loving embrace. Excuse me. I suggest we split up and look for him. I will search Foundation and you the pillars. Alright. Of course he's around where the shops are. Alright. And he's back. He's where he usually hangs out. That's funny. I carried Honoroy to the manor. Our best chirurgeons are tending to him as we speak. He has yet to wake, but surely he will. So Father has volunteered me for this grand melee of theirs. My beloved family, always making my decisions for me. Well, we saw what happened when you made your own decisions. No, it's not like that. It's just, oh, you wouldn't understand. How could you? You are free to be the man you want to be, whereas I am a son of House Fortemps, don't you see? My future was determined before I was born, what I could and could not do. I don't even remember my burn, honestly. Right or wrong, that was the way of it, until the old order began to crumble. Now we wander amidst the rubble, searching for a purpose, for a place. All around me, brave men and women rise to the occasion. With faith and conviction, they dedicate themselves. Oh, let me see what happens when you make your own decision. I guess that's true. I was like, it just came out so naturally that I didn't even think about what I actually said. Whoops. All around me, brave men and women rise to the occasion. With faith and conviction, they dedicate themselves to their causes. But not I. I was terrified of making the wrong choice, which is why I let better men make them for me. Do this, do that, take this duty, guard this conference. I suppose I had convinced myself that I was above it, until your friend showed me otherwise. When I saw Honoroy, I wanted to scream. I wanted someone to blame, but in the end, there was only me. Only me. So you see, I cannot meekly bow my head and accept Father's command. Such cowardice is what brought me to this point. I will go to Sir Aymeric, and I will make my own decision. Alright, back to Aymeric. What you doing over there, Amy? Oh, nice. Alright. The Lord Commander is not to be disturbed. My escort demands his personal attention. I see. Very well. You may enter. Let's see what we're going to get. This feels like it's going to be voice acted.
if I may, I wish to speak with you before the Grand Melee.
Proceed.
Sonic Joe, will I get Sonic Origins? I don't know. There's a lot of great games coming out this weekend, and I don't know if I can afford any of them or have the time for any of them. I think that's kind of the bigger issue. So I might hold off and just wait for sales.
How do you do it, my lord? How do you lead with such certainty when so many of our countrymen will not hear of peace with the Dravanians? Some of them hate you almost as much as the dragons themselves. They decry you as a patricide in the streets. They even tried to kill you, for God's sakes. Yet still you march on, undaunted, where no archbishop dared to tread. What is your secret? Where do you find the strength?
Never expected Emmanueline to actually get character development.
For centuries, our nation has been punished for the sins of our forefathers. If our punishment is to end, I believe we must right the wrongs of antiquity and move forward as a nation united. Needless to say, my father did not share this opinion. He did not believe the people strong enough to bring about their own deliverance, trusting only in himself. Tyranny seemed to him the only solution. But I have faith in the people, Lord Emmanueline. I have faith that they will weather this storm and overcome every trial we set before them. Many have fought and died to see this blight upon our nation's history cleansed, and I would not let their sacrifices be in vain. Though we invite reprisals, the risk is worth the reward.
I want to believe. I do. Lord Commander, through my careless orders, a pall has been cast over these proceedings, and I beg the opportunity to make amends. I, Emmanueline de Forton, do hereby request leave to take part in the Grand Melee.
Little smile from
Who am I
Thancred.
to deny such a heartfelt plea? We would be honored to have you join the fray, my lord.
You will take charge of the Ishgardian forces.
For all my other responsibilities, I am still Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and I would not soon yield this duty to another.
The esteemed Sir Emeric leading the Temple Knights and the Watch into battle along with my youngest. I could wish for no more.
Then you wish for too little, my lord. There is another who might yet join the fray. An indispensable ally to whom we owe much and more.
I don't know if you heard that, but Amy likes to think that he has a crush on her. I know she has a crush on him. Amy's big crush in this game is Ian, who I've not met.
Who nevertheless chose to champion our cause, who has shared in our suffering and in our glory. A warrior without equal.
Only Link Plus he just went Ian with a heart.
There is no one I would rather have fighting by my side. I ask this in full knowledge of your obligations, and will not think less of you should you refuse. But if your conscience will allow it, might you oblige me, my friend? One more time.
Stone Shrink says even straight men have a crush on Emmerich, and Caslo says Ian is a good husbando. Although Oni Link says my crush is a character from Shadowbringers.
Haven't been there yet.
Nope. Oh, and my crush also has a basically canon crush on the Warrior of Light, so Apparently you have good taste, Amy.
Woohoo! I mean, I didn't.
Lackway says most of the characters in Final Fantasy XIV are crush material to be fair. I love Hilda's design, Caslo.
Together we shall give the people a spectacle for the ages, a celebration to mark the dawning of a new era.
Things might be turning around. The mission, I have to repeat again, the missions for in between Heaven's Ward and Stormblood are so much better than the ones between Realm Reborn and Heaven's Ward. Until you get towards the end. What's that? Oh boy. Oh boy. God's help me, I think I might be in love. I dare say I might be cheating too. Your mere presence is enough to turn the tide of most battles. And did you see the way his eyes lit up when you nodded? 'Twas a look of boundless relief and joy. One would think a politician more practiced at concealing his emotion. Still, his honesty does him credit. For a moment, I was fair inspired to... Oh my God, Stanae. Stanae with 10 gift subs. This is on top of those 20 that they gave the other day, waiting for me to actually, you know, stream Final Fantasy XIV. Oh my gosh. 10 more gift subs going to Saul Goodman's 69, Spiderlink 7, Stone String, Dark Mercy, Charmless Extrovert, Style Boys, Faust XD, B Berry Vertigo, Shadow Luigi, and Evolution Trainer Daisy. Thank you so much. Jeez. Did Amric inspire you to pledge to the cause? Oh my God. That's crazy. Alright, let's look at the top. What emote? I'm finishing up this one. I haven't talked to Lucia.
I'm jumping the gun. I'm so excited.
Eggroll says, now we have to know who is Amy's gaming husbando and Derek's gaming waifu. Like, you're talking all gaming or just Final Fantasy XIV? I don't know. Nope. My high steel fork is still better than this slipstream partisan. And I don't have a rogue or ninja.
All of gaming is such a huge.
Okay, we'll just take this up.
That's such a huge list, Eggroll. I don't know.
All of gaming. I will say the two that came to my mind the quickest, but I don't know if that's actually the biggest one, like the crushes. The two that came to my mind immediately were Tifa from Final Fantasy VII and Mia from Path of Radiance. I just really like Mia. Even though she doesn't get a lot of character development or anything like that, she's just a fun design and fun character. But let's talk to Lucia and see what this thing Amy's all excited about in. Ah, the victory emote. Long Bay. Oh, I got Musketoon. I think we got to go with the Hailstone Grimoire. So we'll switch over to Summoner, back to Summoner. No, Mia from Path of Radiance, Fire Emblem. Sir Emmerich informs me that the Alliance leaders have agreed to his proposal. The Grand Melee will be held here in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment and in sight of the capital. An announcement has been made and Allied forces are currently en route. The eyes of Ishgard are upon us, Milan. We must not fail. A rare opportunity to see you pitch yourself against Allied forces. Outside of Cartano, perhaps. I would not miss this for the world. Amy has still not come up with her husbando. That's not in gaming, though.
No, but I can only think of non-gaming.
The only one she can think of is non-gaming, and she loves Shang-Chi.
I love
Link from Skyward Sword is a big one for her as well. Oh wow, all the way down there. Is there a way to just exit down to the south?
Give me a list of some good ones. Spark my memory.
They're just wishing you well and hoping you can do it.
Give me some ideas. I need inspiration.
Just look across, like, think about all the games you've played. Is there anybody that stands out?
Stand out above the crowd.
Speaking of Aymeric and Lucia and Hilda. Niederhoff and Highborn dandies deign to fight alongside us, hoi polloi. Like all our name days rolled into one, it is. Then again, it's a national pride that's at stake, national and personal. I ain't about to let a snotty-nosed lordling show me up. The second commander and Hilda's lieutenants shall see to the security of the city in my absence. The melee demands my undivided attention. 'Tis a matter of pride for the Alliance as well. They will not scruple to send their best against us. Yet we must not be cowed. Too much rest on our success. It looks like it'll be a veritable who's who of the Eorzean Alliance. The only question is, who came to watch and who came to fight? Nanamo. Definitely Nanamo. Yeah, she definitely is just watching. What's Manolane have for us? There he is. I say, when you didn't appear, I began to question. Nothing. Never mind. Ahem. To think we are mere moments away from facing the cream of Eorzea's soldiery in battle. That I am a mere... But what if... Oh, what am I saying? I have to stop imagining the worst. I must think of the victory, of the glory, of the stories I will tell Honoroi when he awakes. Looks like we have to leave our party. Alright. I know it is sudden, but believe the men would find inspiring if you bore the colors of House Fortomps into battle. Pray do us this honor. During the grand melee, some of your gear will be glamored. Your attributes... Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, for this game, it's Hien is her favorite. During the grand melee, some of your gear will be glamored. Your attributes and abilities will be unaffected. That's cool. It's my first glamour. Because I have not glamored at all in this game. Oh, hey! Wow, we're fighting them. We're fighting Pippin and, oh god, Raban. That'll be something. God, they do need us. You know, I think I look better otherwise, especially when I'm a summoner. Fighting the golden deer. Fighting Shulk.
Let all here present heed well the rules of engagement.
The Grand Melee is a large-scale battle in which an allied company of Uldan, Gridanian, and Lominsian forces will be pitted against a company of Ishgardian forces. When a combatant is incapacitated, the opposing company will be awarded tactical points. The first company to attain the designated tactical rating of 100 points is declared the victor. So the fight is definitely even now with Raban only having one arm. You're not wrong. During the Grand Melee, officiants may mark certain combatants with the Fury's Gaze, which will be indicated by an ethereal tether linking them to their company's flag. While defeating most combatants will award your company 1 tactical point, defeating marked combatants will award your company 10 tactical points. Marked combatants also possess enhanced attributes, rendering them more powerful and more difficult to defeat. Defending and defeating these combatants is the key to victory.
For the honor and the glory of Ishgard.
Gotta get a nod from everybody. There, they're all watching. No fighting for Merwin.
All is ready then. Very well.
Brave men and women of the Eorzean Alliance, let the grand melee begin!
I've got a book! Oh, that's funny because it's been a little bit since I've played the summoner. Let's see, where's my stuff? And Dreadworm Trance. This is cool.
Is that all you've got?
I think I might have found a glimpse of you doing this. Thought I took you out, Pick'em. Get out of here. We're just going to do it this way. Yeah, those enhancing abilities are not working out for them. Anybody else left? Chasing after our guy. Can't even tell me points we're up to. We're doing well.
It ends here.
Right there!
Wait, there's one of their special units. Get some actual points in here. Oh wow. Oh wow. Fury's great gaze on me and Raban. Is that how we're gonna end this? Get to fight Raban directly. Or the Cyclops out of nowhere. Thancred stepping up. Sure you can. You know, Emmanuel did pretty well against that punching when you consider it. Continue the melee. I will deal with him. Daft sod, you heard the man, back to it. All forces, form a line on Milan, now. Raban does look threatening, I gotta say. Jeez. And this is without an arm. Holy crap, Raban. It's cool to actually have this fight. Well met, I will not lie. I was hoping it would come to this. So then, shall we dance? Damn it all. Well, that's a lot of bull. Jeez, get out of there. Oh god. Surely sending more flames at him will help. Oh yeah, I should probably use Radiant Aegis. Oh god. Did you die? Oh no! Maybe we forgot some sort of important part and has to do it all again. That sucks. Oh god, what's this? Did you stay in the fire, Amy? Oh boy, what's he doing? Please die. Oh, God!
Swords. That's what I forgot.
What swords?
You didn't see the swords in the ground?
I did, but what do you do against them? You have to fight them?
Oh, you didn't take them out?
No, I was trying to take him out because I was so close.
I know, same. But you have to take them out. That's the thing I forgot.
Oh, that sucks. Fell for the same thing. I didn't even think to look at the swords. I was whittling down his health. He only had a sliver left. Well, here we go again. We learned our lesson. Fortunately, I have a better idea of what I'm doing this time, so it should go a little quicker. Okay, so bosses drop swords on the floor and they start, yeah, doing their thing. Usually need to focus on that. Good to know. Do all these, and I was kicking his butt too. Guess it's a good teaching moment. There's some more guys to kill.
It ends here.
Right there!
Get the guy I need to kill. Wasn't targeting what I needed. Sorry, I can't look at chat too much right now just because of this melee. Ah, here we go. Now we're good. Alright. Facing off against Raubon again. Nice. Oh god. That would hurt. I don't know how people would have felt if I actually managed to kill Robon before he unleashed the swords. I don't know. Oh, not Robon. Hits hard, that's for sure. Alright, we got him. Whew! If we just known to get the stupid swords. Sheesh.
Ifrit should have taught you.
It's been so long. Killed Robon, how could I? You only got 5 third-degree burns. Yeah, we're all good.
Did he win? Then we...
It's cool to see Robon actually fight, though.
Victory is ours! Ishgard! Ishgard! Well fought! Well fought, my friend! You truly are the warrior of warriors.
Thank the Fury you were on our side.
Yeah, you guys would have been devastated if you had to fight Robon and me.
Oh, my lungs are burning, and I can barely stand. I didn't think I could do it, but then I did. We did. We faced the Alliance's best, and together, with one heart, with one purpose, we prevailed. After 1,000 years of hardship, of strife and bloodshed, we are strong enough to rise to any challenge, be it on the battlefield or beyond. The future holds so much promise, so much joy. We need only show them the way.
There we go. I never expected to see character development for Emmanuel. It's nice. I know, if you had both arms, dear God. What's that say about the guy who disarmed him, really? Forget his name offhand. Ilberd, yeah. Like, jeez.
Truly magnificent display, Sir Knight. While doubtless less than pleased, I am quite sure the Grand Companies are honored to have been bested by such valiant warriors.
The honor was ours, Your Grace.
I am pleased to see that Ishgard's proud martial tradition is being upheld. When the time comes, I trust you will fight alongside your brothers and sisters in the Eorzean Alliance with the same fervor you displayed in opposing them. I note that our friend elected to take the field in Ishgardian colors.
We have been helping them a lot.
At my behest, Your Grace. If we have given offense, the blame lies with me.
Fear not, Sir Knight. It was a surprise, nothing more. And any hint of ill feeling was thoroughly dispelled by the spectacle of our mutual friend's duel with General Raubarn.
That definitely makes for a cool moment.
Surprises, I could not help but marvel at the passion and unity of purpose displayed by your countrymen, given the troubling reports we have received of late.
I shall take that as a compliment, Your Grace. The events to which you allude are the price of change. The end of the DragonSong War marks the beginning of a new era for our nation, and for the people, high and lowborn alike, who will lead her into the future.
Ah, yes. The people.
That definitely affects Nanamo.
Change is indeed a perilous thing, for we who seek it, and they who fear it. I shall pray for Ishgard, and for you.
Wonder if she'll ever get to do what she wants, where she just makes it a democracy and all that. If you're a member of the Immortal Flames, he challenges you by rank. Oh, that's cool.
Well, that made for a refreshing change. Congratulations on your victory, by the way.
That was the Cyclops. Did you see eye to eye?
Ishgardians certainly seem happy with themselves. I, for my part, am merely glad you did not strain anything in the process of single-handedly winning the battle for them.
I mean, he's not wrong. By the way, yes, welcome, Elendor, as a first-time chat. Very much appreciated that you decided to come. Yes, Longline, it is an iPad with the stream open, so she can see all of you chatting.
Not when we have a dozen far more important concerns.
Sorry.
No, it's alright.
Make that 2 dozen. Still, as Y'shtola never tires of telling me, we can but face them head-on, one at a time. One day at a time. As Minfilia would have done.
Strikes me as odd, because you'd think he would have lost an eye with this get-up, but no. He just wears it over his eye.
He's covering up his other eye.
What's up with the other eye again?
It's been ether.
Oh, like Y'shtola's, that's right. Whoops. Love this guy just hanging out in a tank. As long as I live, I shall never forget that duel. It was inspiring and humbling in equal measure. I felt honor-bound to point out, however, that my father was fighting one-handed. No, that's a very good point. Thal's balls, I had forgotten what it was like to feel so alive. Not since leaving the Blood Sands have I had the privilege I have. Not since the Bull of Alamigo has hung up his swords. Back then, the outcome might have been different, but I do not begrudge you your victory. I know how far you've come, how much you have endured. Our fight only confirmed it. We shall have to do this again one day, when time allows. I shall look forward to it. Now go. Go to the Ishgardians and celebrate your victory. You have earned it. Come, Pippin. Her Grace is expecting us. Lead on, Father. Oh, think it back here. Oh, not mean to move through the roulette. Minion roulette. What do they all have to say? Manulane is ready to brag. Oh yeah. Confess, it stung my pride to be brushed aside so easily, but when the flames subsided and I saw you standing there triumphant, there was only gladness in my heart. Yeah, it seems like Rabon is stronger than Aymeric, so there's that. There you go. The messengers have already been dispatched. Let us pray that this victory had the desired effect. That was just another battle for you, I bet, for my lot. It weren't so much the fighting as not tripping over each other's feet. His lordship might think about laying on some actual training for us next time. Probably would help. Said your goodbyes.
That's the victory emote.
Oh, okay. In all the years I have known Raban, I cannot recall ever seeing him look so happy in defeat. Well, everything seems to be falling into place, does it not? The Ishgardians have claimed their symbolic victory, and the Eorzean alliance has been strengthened in the process. Be proud, Milan. You made this happen. Let's see if this is a better book. Ooh, it is a much better book. Holy crap. Yep, taking that. And let's see this emote that Amy loves so much. Let me get out here. Where is it? Nice. Gotta have to see all my victories. Uh-huh. Oh, that's cool. This is Pugilist. Nice little bow. Each class and gender has different emotes for it. Oh, wow. So that's your summoner.
Yep, and also Scholar.
Oh, it's the same for summoner and scholar? I don't know. Let's see Dragoon.
Oh, cool. It does.
Fisherman has it? Oh, that's amazing.
Look at her.
Yeah. That's amazing that the fisherman has it. Hold on, I'm going to put victory over here so I can just easily access it. Here's Dragoon. Oh my god!
Oh, cool.
That is awesome. That's a good one.
See, I told you it's my favorite emote.
I saw summoner. Let's see if scholar's the same.
It is for me.
Oh shoot, it's not on the template anymore because I switched it, of course. Yep, it's the same. Alright, let's put in the favorites. So that's Scholar. Let's see Red Mage. All gatherers and crafters default to the Paladin one, Amy.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh man. That's pretty sweet.
My samurai one's really fun. But only Belle has that.
Here's the machinist I've been working on. Not great clothes, but I get it the sense of at least. That's awesome. Did you see that, Amy?
No, sorry.
I'll do it again for you. Finger bang.
And blows it off.
Uh-huh. Yu Yu Hakusho. I have not worked on the Marauder in a long, long time, but it'll be funny to see. There we go. That's fun. Do what again? Oh. Nice. Alright. Well, let's talk to Amric. That is a very cool emote. Makes me excited to get other classes just to see those. Alright. Scholar. can check out my red mage. Yeah, check out my red mage and otherwise get the scholar. We have done it. Nay, you have done it. You have brought us the victory we so desperately needed. There is naught left but to return to the capital. Come, let us see what reception awaits us. Honestly, I think my favorite emotes are the favorite victory ones are Red Mage and Dragoon. We're going to get a hero's welcome. Why does Emmanuel look so tired? Yeah.
My lord!
Dark Knights is a fan favorite. I plan to pick up Dark Knights sometime before Shadowbringers.
Thank you for your concern, my lord. But I have largely recovered from my ordeal, and I have naught but several scars to show for it, which I have been told some women may find appealing.
I see. And to think I was worried sick over you.
Hey girl, how long is the stream going tonight?
My lord.
I know I at least want to finish 3.2.
My lord?
Twould seem that a great many things have occurred in my absence.
We'll see at that
I
point.
might begin to make amends by welcoming you in person.
The messengers spared not their chocobos to bring us word of your victory in the grand melee. I cannot well describe our elation when we heard the news. It called to mind the day we rejoined the Eorzean alliance, and I glimpsed hope rekindled in the eyes of the people.
The Fury herself ushers us into a new era. Sir Emmerich, the time is now.
Aye, that it is. Reconvene the conference and summon Vidofnir to Falcon's Nest. We will make peace with Hraesvelga's brood and hasten this bloody war to its end.
Yes, Lord Commander.
I will send word to Artoirel and bid him resume preparations.
Oh, welcome, Kobama
You'll place
Pones.
yourself at your brother's disposal. He'll be glad of your assistance.
Honoroi is so small. The size differences between these, I forget the Elvon.
No
Oh
stopping
wait,
it
that's
now, is there?
11's. It's what
You
is
should
it?
inform your Stola and the others.
14 for the elves? For them? Elizin, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, they go through some major growth spurts as they get older.
My dear friend, I doubt I will ever be able to thank you enough. But when the conference is successfully concluded, I damn well mean to try.
See why you think he has a crush on me?
Yeah, I can see that. Whoops. Glamours. Red Mage. Let's have a chat with Alphino. They say you duel General Raubon within a ring of flames. I did not think the man so ostentatious. Would that I could have seen it. After we parted ways in Matoria's cave, I returned here to speak with Tataru. We agreed to tell the others only that our search for Minfilia had reached an impasse. I subsequently learned that you had left for Falcon's Nest, but I thought it best to keep to myself for a time. I want to rely on you overmuch when we are together, and I needed to think, to reflect. I still do, I suspect, but matters here seem to be coming to a head. In short, there are some things I feel I must say, though nothing so urgent that it cannot wait until after the conference. So let us make for Falcon's Nest and see if Lord Artorial has need of our assistance. And that's where Amy's already gone. So the reason I have the Moogle image there is to block chat, and that's just for people's privacy in the game. Yeah. Listen. Can't believe I forgot the name. As Sir Marika hoped, Ishgard's success at the Grand Melee has done much to restore people's faith in this endeavor. Look in their faces, Milan. Nervous yet hopeful. Expectant, in a word. Well met, Master Yata, and thank you for looking after my brother. They say he fought bravely, that he did not dishonor his house. But you, my lord, to you we owe everything. Oh, Luma just hit 90,000 channel points. That's awesome. As you can see, we have made every effort to strike while the iron is hot. We made our intentions known, and that all would be welcome to attend. And so they came. By the grace of the Fury, they came. The ceremony will not be a lengthy affair, but there is still much to be done. I would speak with you more, but I must see to my duties. As for you and Master Alphino, you will do naught but enjoy yourselves. Is that clear? If any dare beg your assistance again, I will have words. No being run around. Cat Evie's at 60.8. Alright, speak with Alphino. Well, there you have it. We have been forbidden from meddling. Shall we wait, or have you other matters to attend before the ceremony begins? I guess we wait with Alphino.
Do you want to see the cutscene or not?
Let's watch the cutscene. Excellent. I only hope Thancred and the others will not be late. Epochal events do not come around very often. Always interesting to see the spread of channel points. Ooh, Mito getting close to that second request. 280,000. Look, I've dressed for the occasion. Got my top hat. I love this top hat. Ah, Creel. Cryo. She's a fun new character.
The appointed hour approaches.
Aye.
Oh wow, she lived.
She begged leave to watch the proceedings. I saw no reason not to grant it.
Should I choose to deviate from my prepared remarks, I ask that you trust in my judgment.
Have I ever done otherwise?
Absolute says, I'm hoping that I don't need to spend my request on the entire main story quest of Shadowbringers, but I'll do it if that's what it takes. Oh my god.
I have heard that one's the best.
Mm-hmm. There's Vidofnir.
Ah, how long it hath been since our peoples met thus, children of Thornton, even by our reckoning.
Vidofnir, daughter of Hraesvelga, we give thanks for your visit, and bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest.
Our sire bade us hearken unto the whispers of our hearts. They spoke to us of a paradise lost, of bonds of brotherhood which they yearn to see restored.
The rats?
Ours too yearn for such a restoration. And they have guided us here this day, that they might yearn no longer.
I thought it was crackling fire.
Well, I hear that too. There's a little like...
Brothers and sisters, ye who stand as witness, hearken to me. Since the days of Eld, when the bonds betwixt man and dragon were sundered by our hand, our peoples have known only war. Bloodshed without end, losses beyond counting, and still we fought. And still we fought. Some wounds do not heal. The dead cannot be returned to us. But we, the living, can yet choose another course. Here and now, we can lay down this burden, this hatred, this vengeance. Our forebears fought not so that we could die, but that we might live. So let us honor their sacrifice and spare our children this death sentence. Let us gift them a new legacy. Life.
Oh, we got to her. Oh, Ani Link Cosmos. Nice.
Our peoples yearneth a divide deeper than the deepest abyss, wider than the widest sea. Generations will live and die ere this divide is bridged. Knowing this, doth thy heart yet yearn for peace, son of Thordan?
Look now on the legacy we would leave to our children. A dream of peace, inscribed in stone for generations to come.
I love how they gave her a shocked face. That's awesome. Because the dragons do not emote. That's a cool design.
Father and his beloved, as they were so long ago, happy and at peace.
Shiva was a hell of a woman.
The dream they shared shall be ours once more.
It's so we're the what are the dragon people called, Amy? Do you remember? Yeah. Ra. It's so interesting to me, real quick before this guy screams out, never. We got introduced to an Ra at the beginning of this with Yugiri, and yet no Ra in any of this. Oh, Ra are not dragonkin. Huh. I'm curious about their lineage then. Very interesting. Oh, hello. Oh, God! Frickin' Estinian. Oh my God! Frickin' Nidhogg. Killed his own in order to preserve this. Man, that is straight out of Soul Calibur. Oh, jeez.
Child of Dravania, art thou grown so forgetful that thou wouldst forsake kith and kin and consort with the spawn of Thordan? That thou wouldst dare contemplate peace?
Oh my God.
Hearken unto me, all of you. The final chorus is nigh, and all will be held to account. All will bathe in the flames of retribution. Till the coming of that day, look you on your sins and despair, for none shall escape my wrath. None shall escape my revenge.
7 hells.
Justinian, you really should have cleaned that armor. Hello, Nidhogg. At least this convinces them that it's not, you know, a person, a human that did this.
Damn you, Nidhogg.
Somebody really needs to kill this dragon. God, that blood splatter.
Hells, take that worm! While he lives, we'll never know peace.
Aye! There'll be no end to this war till Nidhogg is dead and gone!
So let's kill the bastard and be done with it. Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Yeah, Time Sage has it correct. Remember, Dragon will turn his guardians into dragons.
Death to
Yeah, it's true.
Nidhogg. Death to Nidhogg.
I mean, at least they know it's just Nidhogg.
Death to Nidhogg. Death to Nidhogg. Death to Nidhogg.
Man, I can only imagine what people were like whenever this first came out and having to wait for the next update. Holy crap. Zoning Link Plus says even Aemeric is chanting.
I'm not sure. I think it's something else.
There they go.
What I think it is.
Yeah, go ahead and tell me what you think it is.
I think he was thanking Estinian for not making it a lethal blow.
Oh, you don't think Vidofnir's dead?
Oh, you haven't got there yet.
No. There they go, the last of the guests. Having come hither with hopes in their hearts, they depart with hatred and bloodlust. Until the moment I saw him strike, I still held some small hope that what you had seen in Azislaw was an illusion, perhaps, but he acted without hesitation, as did Sir Aemeric. For a mercy, Vidofnir's wound was not mortal, or so Lucia tells me. Okay, so, man, I really did think Vidofnir was dead. Holy crap. You'll be caught up at some point, and then you'll know. I wonder if I'll catch up before the next expansion comes out. Same thing we do now, wait impatiently. Oh boy. For a mercy, Vidofnir's wound was not mortal, or so Lucia tells me. The dragon was spirited away to an annexed shrine to receive care from her brethren. We can but hope to her recovery is swift.
Because remember, Lucius smiled.
No, yeah, that's true.
Then he whispered something, so that's why I think he's thanking Estinian for making sure it wasn't a death blow.
So yeah, Amy. For those who can't hear, Amy is thinking that Lucia smiled, and then Aemeric is like thanking Estinian for maybe influencing a non-death blow. But such was surely Nidhogg's intent, to deliver a proclamation not only to the children of Thordan, but to his kindred. War is coming, and ye who do not stand with us stand apart. I got 15-ish months. We'll see. She was an example, a message to her brood, another instrument of his vengeance, like Estinian. And wait, isn't this Hive Rapier the one that Nawa gave me? And don't I have a better one? Shoot. I'll still take it.
Is the month thing talking about?
And until the next expansion after Endwalker, because we're, you know, they're 6.2 is on its way. I haven't taken it yet, so I can't accept that yet. Yeah, it is better. Battle stance and then a whole bunch of coffers. Jeez. When I said I wished to speak with you after the conference, I confess I envisaged rather happier circumstances. If anything, however, this latest tragedy makes the need more pressing. There are things I must say. Not to the Warrior of Light or even my fellow Scion, but to you, Milan, my friend. But not here, no. Ah, but of course, the intercessory in Camp Dragonhead is still open to us. Let us go there. Going to the intercessory. Apparently battle stance also works like victory. Did you know that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So what does Alphino have for us?
It's different, so you know it's not the same.
Right. But it's, I guess it works like...
Forgive me. That took longer than expected.
Right.
You seem puzzled. Oh, these. I thought something warming might not go amiss. It was not all that long ago that we sat here, you and I, in our very own falling snows, as Lord Horshvon called it. I still struggle to believe he is gone. And Azelle too. I had such hopes for her. Master Matoya asked me what it was all for. Why we fight. And why we die.
OniLink Plus, you're not the only one that thinks that. Just looking through all the 3.x main story quests, and it's all so good. I'm excited for Derek to experience it all. Yeah, I hear basically I should stream it until the beginning of Stormblood, and then I can just leave it to go, because I heard Stormblood has a bit of a slow start. But we'll see how it goes when I get there. But I did definitely plan on streaming all the 3.x stuff from this point on. Plus Alexander and Hildebrand. So there's a lot of Final Fantasy XIV to stream right now.
Were I still commander of the Braves, I would doubtless have replied, for the future of Eorzea. But I'm not that man. Not anymore.
I know Amy loves Stormblood.
One that I could live with. And when I saw Estinian at the ceremony, I knew at last what it was. I do not want to be a man who sacrifices his friends and family for a cause. I want to fight for Estinian, and I want to save him. When Nidhogg leads the Horde into battle, Ser Emeric and his forces will do what they believe must be done. That is their choice to make. Yet even if Ser Emeric is willing to forsake Estinian, I am not. We must fight for him, for he is our friend and ally. We may struggle, we may fail, but we must try.
It's cool to see Alphino's development since we met him. At this point, I haven't played Final Fantasy VI because FF6 is what made me love Stormblood. Ooh, and Amy loved it even without playing 6. Ah, yes.
That means
Our
maybe I'll
party.
get 6 a lot.
You probably will. Just like harsh font.
That's what I picked.
To aid those in need. What did you say?
I said that too.
Oh, then I will say we will find a way to save him. Do you remember what he said in response? Then I'm going to pick it too.
Something like honoring, I don't know, just pick it. Just like
Lord Orshafon would be proud. I knew you would understand. Together, we will surely find a way.
Alright, thank you, Milan. It is unfair of me to unburden myself in this manner time after time, but I am glad that you permit me nonetheless. You are my true friend and ally. Though not all of our fellow Scions will support our stance on Estinian, I have faith that we will win them over in due course. Such is the infectious power of hope. Right, that is quite enough solemn introspection for one day. I think we would both benefit from some time in the company of Tataru. She stays for us as 4 times smaller. Let us not keep her waiting any longer. Manor. Sorry. Did you already go there?
No, I'm waiting for you to give me the score.
Oh, thank you. Oh no, only Link Plus, yeah, no, is experiencing Joy-Con drift in their Pyra Pro controller. Oh, that sucks.
There's a Pyra Pro controller?
There was a Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Pro controller and I missed getting it. You'd like it. I'm sad I never got it. Vigil. Yet again we walk an all too familiar path. I am reminded of when we first came to this manor. Lost and uncertain, we were granted succor in our hour of need. We were saved, and now it is our turn to return the favor. Hear, hear. Let no one say that the Scions do not repay their debts. After all, what kind of people would we be if we forsook our friends? If we stopped looking for Ida and Papalermo, or if we gave up hope of bringing Minfilia back? Though she knew it would cost her dearly, Minfilia reached out to us to deliver a message. She believed it was imperative that we understand the true nature of this star, of the rift between Zodiark and Hydaelyn, and of the Ascians' aspirations. But for all that has been revealed, I cannot shake the suspicion that there is much we have yet to learn. Oh, definitely. Gotta learn more about that Warrior of Dark. In any event, I think it time we step back from the fray and carefully consider our next course of action. It will not be easy to turn this tragedy to triumph, but we will find a way. We will, we will. Alright. Armor offending, maiming, striking. I think striking would be my... Actually, you know what? I don't really have a lot of stuff for my scholar, so I'll go for my scholar. Just because I think I have good stuff on everything else. Huh? Fending or scouting? Maiming is dragoon. What is each? If what's fending for? Yeah, what's monk for Amy? Because I still can't remember these for the life of me. Fending is for tanks. Maiming is dragoon. Is striking monk? Striking. And what about scouting? Scouting is ninja. I guess I'll go with maiming for now because nothing else really matches what I have. in battle stance. Well, they cleaned the blood off at least.
Of all the ways for it to end. Even before his transformation, I could feel the worm's hatred swirling about Estinian. The terrible, all-consuming rage.
Cryle has become one of my favorite characters.
Quest for vengeance. It was all I could do not to run away screaming. But Ishgardians, nay, all Eorzeans, are made of sterner stuff. They face danger and death on a daily basis, and understand what it takes to win a war.
Think not too deeply on Master Matoya's words. Her intent was but to steal our resolve. That, and to remind us to look beyond these passing conflicts to trials greater still. To the truth which hides at the heart of this world.
So that's your aim, is it?
You disapprove?
Not at all. I believe it's traditional for the student to follow in the footsteps of the master. And you are so very alike.
I'm sure Stola would love to hear that. Oh, there's our Warrior of Dark. What is he up to? Also, dude, clean your axe.
He's gotta clean up his axe.
Yeah. Wipe your axe.
I was thinking, like, act.
That also works.
Change. That great inexorable wave was upon us, and soon all of Ishgard would bend to its will. For all our sins, for all our scars, the future for which we had long yearned was at last within our grasp. But it would be bought at a heavy price. For in those twilight hours did Nidhogg cry out for vengeance, and his brethren raise their voices for the final chorus of the DragonSong War.
Never-ending story.
Man. The way this plot just weaves in and out and all that. Oh, thanks for the first time chat, Charmless Extrovert. And it's a thank you to Stene. Yes, Stene's very generous. More glimpses of Ida and Papalymo. The last of our scions that we need to discover what's going on. Caution, Ida, that is all I ask. Do not be so eager to place your faith in them. Not until we know more. I love how she's basically still in her same outfit despite the humbler clothes. Now, what is this? First gear. All right. We have reached 3.3. I guess the question I'll have for everybody in this case is, would it be better to just continue on until midnight? Or is it better to just save 3.3 for another time? Oh yeah, we also can do the battle stances real quick while we're waiting on that. I need to get to a better spot so I don't have shrubbery in my in my way. An hour would be good prep for when 3.3 gets great. That's a good point. Battle stance. That's pretty cool for Red Mage. And you'll see Amy's as well. Ooh, nice kick. I kind of love how you're dressed up like Ida right now. Yeah, I did. Prepare yourself, fish. Nice. Alright, let's take a look at mine. Here is Dragoon. I just sliced you a bit. Whoops. That one's okay. Red Mage and Dragoon continue to be pretty awesome. Let's see the Machinist. I keep accidentally hitting my minion change. Not bad for Machinist. And Marauder. Battle Roar. Yeah, I can definitely feel myself more as a summoner and Red Mage and Dragoon. Alright, go back to summoner for now. And I guess so we can just keep making progress towards that. We can go ahead and do a bit of 3.3 until we hit midnight. Sound good to you, Amy? Oh, yeah. I doubt it's better than what I currently have, but eh. Let's take a look. Nope. Might look cool though. It's a cool set of armor. Sometimes the most important stat is the glam stat. Yeah, I know a lot of people that attest to that idea. Oh, the whole set is themed after Leviathan. That's cool. Alright. Let's see what's going on. Oh, look. More. Aiming, healing, casting. Honestly, I think I might go for aiming just because I have my machinist that I'm still working on. I guess that's true. It'll be a while, but saves me money down the line. Ah, Master Yata, it is well that you are here. You are wanted within. I believe Master Alphino wishes a word with you. Oh, I have somebody new I can play cards with. Or did I forget that? What does he have? Hold on, I gotta look at this real quick. 3 cards I don't have.
Time Sage is correct. The Shire here is definitely the best 60 level here.
Yeah.
But
I will, I'm gonna do a quick match. Look, we got Artorial and Edmond. How could you not want that? I have a good deck. We'll go with this. Sometimes it's going to be aggressive. Oh, Emmeline. Yeah, just the entire Fortomp family. Yeah, we got this. Oh no! Not plus! Crap. I still have it thanks to Squall and my plus, but... Look at that. I got a tutorial. I've been going after... For those who are not aware, I can't help myself. I want to try to complete the card set. I have 105 of 356. Oh well. Alright. Ah, Milan, there you are. Have a moment? Oh, Absolute only has 15 triple triad cards left. Oh, that has to be agonizing. I mean, I know I can't finish it until I get to Endwalker. Have you a moment? There is something I would fain discuss. I must ask you that to recall the events which unfolded at the peace conference, though I dare say you would sooner forget them. My mind returns again and again to the moment when Nidhogg appeared before the crowd in the guise of Estinian. It was a sight to chill the soul, but one which gave me reason to hope that our friend might not be beyond salvation. When you described his fateful transformation at Azizla, I feared him lost forever, but the mere fact that it had some semblance of his former self indoors might surely count for something. Alas, I have no evidence to support this impression. Thus did I turn to Ishtola and Cryle. Is it Cryle or Cryle? Cryle, for a more empirical appraisal, and full glad am I that I did, for it would seem that they have some observations of their own to share. The ladies have saved us a table at the Forgotten Night. Shall we go? Oh boy, had to do a raid like 10 times before the card for it finally dropped. Oh boy. We'll see how it goes. For now, I'm just playing the game. Excellent. Let us not keep our honored colleagues waiting. Hitting up the usual spots in Foundation. I was following you. The name does this establishment a disservice. Remarkably few of its patrons seem inclined to drink their way to oblivion. I do begin to see why Tataru chose to work here.
We have kept you waiting over long, I fear.
Not to worry, Alphino. We had some rather fine mulled wine to keep us company. Truth be told, you could have delayed your arrival a few moments more.
Gibrion got the spicing just right this time. His latest batch is not only delicious and warming, but soothing to the humors.
Yes, it is so funny to hear Fiora each time Tataru talks.
Indeed.
Honestly, J. Linebeck,
It was not to soothe our humors that we gathered here.
I definitely like the new voice cast, pretty much across the board. If only because the way they. Except for Merwin. Yeah, Merwin is definitely not as good, but they match their the English accents match the old English they speak at times way better.
Oh no, quite right. The matter of that poor dragoon.
You have discovered something. A means to save him?
Let us not jump to conclusions, shall we? Assess the facts presented, then make an educated analysis, as you were taught.
Being chided.
Pray, cast your mind back to the moment of Estinian's transformation. Do you recall how you described it to us? You spoke of the sudden pangs which racked his body when he took up both of Nidhogg's eyes, and of how his form was twisted thereafter into a shadowy semblance of the Great Worm.
When he appeared at Falcon's Nest, the worm's eyes were fused to his mail.
We just got to get him out of his clothes.
His armor had been corrupted. Snaking forth from the eyes, I described dark tendrils which entangled his very being. His ether has been all but smothered.
Then he is lost to us forever?
Oh wow, the original Raw Bond voice actor sings the theme for Shadowbringers.
Whoa.
That's cool.
The yelling thing?
Maybe? Maybe the actual theme song.
What did I just say about jumping to conclusions? Y'shtola clearly stated all but smothered. As I later discovered, her impression matched my own. Though Nidhogg's presence filled my mind's eye, beneath his seething aura, I sensed the merest hint of something else.
Apparently it goes, home, riding home, losing hope, don't lose hope.
I never knew what it said.
I had no idea.
Every time I logged in, it's just like someone's yelling at me.
And after listening to Y'shtola's observations, I became more certain of my suspicion that the something else I had sensed was, in fact, the trace of a different will, submerged in the sea of Nidhogg's rage.
You mean?
Yes, 'tis like that Estinian spirit yet lingers.
Can we not wrest him from Nidhogg's grasp then? Tear the eyes from the armor?
We know not if that would serve to separate Worm's soul from man's. None have ever attempted such a feat.
Should it offer even the faintest hope of success, then by the gods, I shall be the first to try.
Alphino.
Alphino became really good friends with Estinian, it seems.
By all means, hold fast to your hope, but be mindful of the dangers. Even should you succeed in excising the eyes from the dragoon's mail, we have no way of knowing if your friend's soul would survive so violent a separation. And that is to say nothing of the possibility that his would-be savior might become Nidhogg's next host.
But what other choice remains to us? Should the opportunity present itself, I will tear those foul orbs from Estinian's armor and trust in the resilience of his soul, even at the risk of mine own.
Ah, I found you at last.
Oh, hello.
A messenger of the Temple Knights came to the manor some few hours past. The Lord Commander humbly requests the company of the Warrior of Light and Master Alphino.
Sir Emmerich would speak with us. Very well, thank you, Onawa.
'Twould seem duty calls. Pray see to yours, and we shall return to ours.
Thank you, Y'shtola, Kryl. Your words have given me hope where there was none. Come then, Sir Emmerich awaits.
Alright, gotta learn the way to save Estinian without killing him.
Alphino is allowing his feelings for this dragoon to cloud his thoughts. I worry he may do something rash. Keep an eye on him, would you?
Yep. Probably a good idea. What are you up to, Midgar some more?
More of their friends' deliverance than their foes' defeat. But will history commend their fealty or condemn their folly?
And there are a lot of
The conference
cutscenes.
held at Falcon's Nest was to be a celebration of the reconciliation twixt man and dragon. But the lingering shade of Nidhogg, clad in the flesh of the Azure Dragoon, did mark the occasion by spilling the blood of his own kind. A timely atrocity to remind the children of Ishgard that the DragonSong War was far from over. And when fear gave way to fury, the call to arms rang out anew. Death to Nidhogg. Death to Nidhogg.
Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll go with aiming. Because I just got the good stuff for both my casting. So yeah. Ah. Pepperoncino, Buscaiola, Logton steak, apple strudel, and spiced cider. I think this, the Buscaiola, apple strudel, and spiced cider are in the Final Fantasy XIV cookbook.
I can't use this.
Can't use what?
I can't open my casting proper.
How come?
It says I cannot carry more.
Oh, you have one of the things already. Oh boy. Oh, good night, Cat Evie. Sleep well. Might Sir Emmerich perchance to have received word of a Dravanian advance, or mayhap they have located that is to say, mayhap Nidhogg has been found. Come, I would hear what the Lord Commander has to say.
My friends, I thank you for coming.
You have had news of Nidhogg?
Alas not. Our scouts range far and wide, but they have as yet found no trace of the Great Worm.
We dispatched an elite unit of dragoons to reconnoiter the churning mists, but even they returned empty-handed.
A pity.
Fear not, Alphino. We shall see the worm again soon enough. His words at Falcon's Nest attest to that. Indeed, he is like to come sooner than we would wish.
I assume Ishgard's defenses are being bolstered as we speak?
With all haste. I mean to call upon every able-bodied warrior at our disposal, from the Knights of the Four Houses to the men and women of the Watch. But I did not summon you to discuss strategy.
Oh, what do you want to talk about?
What then would you have of us, my lord?
I will speak plain. Now that Nidhogg is possessed of both of his eyes, no mortal force we can muster will repel him. That being the case, we must needs recruit an ally of equal strength.
You speak of Hraesvelgr?
I was wondering if they were going to go that direction.
I do. To whom else could we turn?
That he is Nidhogg's equal I do not deny, nor can I name another. But convincing the reclusive creature to do battle with his own brood brother will be... how shall I put this?
It will be no small undertaking, yes.
Pretty much impossible.
Estinian's report was most particular about Hraesvelgr's unwillingness to involve himself in the affairs of men. But much has changed since your visit to Somal. And if there is even a chance that the dragon may be swayed, I must plead our case. Whatever price the dragon asks of me, I shall pay it. Such was my oath, to defend the people of Ishgard. Come what may, my friends.
Yeah, this is why everybody loves Emmerich.
The end of my tenure as the acting head of church and state. Will you help me discharge this final duty?
Feels like the facial animations get better and better with each
Though I fear our involvement
patch
offers no guarantee of success.
that we go through.
Come then. We will depart at your leisure.
Thank you. Both of you. The city is yours, First Commander.
My lord, we shall pray for your swift return.
There's Alphino again. I somehow doubt that Hraesvelgr will be pleased to see us, but for Estinian's sake and that of countless others, I suppose we must risk his displeasure. Man, there are a lot of cutscenes in 3.3. It grieves me to impose upon you in this manner, but you of all people understand the threat we now face. It is no imposition, Sir Emmerich, but to Milan and I, Ishgard is as a second home. After the many battles we have fought and the bonds we have forged, the plight of your nation has become our own. If there is aught that we can do to aid in salvation, then pray impose all you must. You are true friends. Shall we talk about our task then? We have no way of knowing when Nidhogg's shade will strike, but we must assume that time is not our ally. Indeed, with that in mind, I have taken the liberty of dispatching a messenger to inform Mistress Tataru that you will be escorting me to Sam Al. I confess I did not provide the exact details of our destination, as they are as yet unknown to me. We will summon Hraesvelgr at Zenith in the Turning Mists. Ere we begin our ascent, however, I think it best we pay a visit to Annex Shrine. You seek an advantage in the coming negotiations. I do. I would consult with Vidofnir. I propose this in part out of concern for her condition. Were she to succumb to her wounds, it would have grave consequences for our alliance. That apart, she may be able to provide insight into her sire's current state of mind. Well reasoned. To the Dravanian Forelands, then. Alright. Shall I do the, Oh, you're doing it. And you're just treating me all night long. I think I lost it. Oh, there's the door. It's like, where'd it go? There we go. How you doing, Vidofnir? Getting pretty decent for a stab in the back. Ah, 'tis the warrior of warriors and his companions. What bringeth you to mine abode? Pray forgive us for disturbing your recuperation, Vidofnir. I hope your wound does not pain you overmuch. Didst thou imagine me close to death? The thrust was deep, but not mortal. I will heal in time. Full glad am I to hear it. You were the guest of honor at our conference, and we failed in our duty of protection. On behalf of Ishgard, I apologize unreservedly. I am a dragon full grown, and thou thought to protect me, mortal. I was tempered by the fires of battle ere thy great grandsire learned to crawl. Thy words do remind me of a knight whom I called friend some 1,000 years past. He swore to defend me from harm and hardship. Would that we could return to that era of peace, but when man and dragon knew such comradeship. Would that our every effort to do so were not undone by ancient rancor. For a truth, there can be no peace while Nidhogg's shade yet lingereth. I mean, Kabama, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, we play all as many games as we can, so it makes sense to react to as every game company. Why not? I play Sony games. I play, I'm interested in Xbox games on occasion. So, why limit ourselves? That much is plain, yet we lack the strength to banish him. Thus do we make for some Ao to beseech the aid of your sire once more. Folly, thou know'st as well as I how he will answer. Relsvagar's heart remains unchanged then, a pity. But if it is folly to hope, I am content to die a fool. As hath ever been with thy kind, go then, but be warned, the Shade's presence hath driven its minions to frenzy. Thank you, Vidofnir. We shall disturb your rest no longer. What do I want? Tenacity, determination, skill speed, spell speed, piety. Let's get that. Oh, nice. I got the Boscalia. Lucia's report described Anix in detail, but her words failed to convey the overwhelming strangeness of standing here in this Mesne of dragons. Though I expected no better answer from Vidofnir, I take little pleasure from having been proven right. It would seem that our presence at Zenith will be every bit as unwelcome as I had anticipated. But what is the ire of one great worm to a trio of self-confessed fools such as ourselves? Let us begin our ascent. After you, Master Alphino. Scout ahead if you wish, Milan. We shall join you outside Mount Mogholm. Thank you, Amy. Alright. There they are. The Lord Commander seems lost for words, nor can I blame him. I recall being similarly awestruck when I first beheld this vista. Vista, is this Xenoblade? I mean, it could be at times. I had heard tales of the world above the clouds, but never did I dream. One's mind paints a pale picture of its majesty. Few live to see such wonders. I am reminded of my first visit to this peak, when Estinian and Assail yet walked at our side. Kupopo? Is that you, Milan? I'm still working. I need to get my crafter up to a decent level before I can take on the Mog stuff. But I did unlock it, and that was a pain. Ah, if it isn't Mog. Don't tell me you've forgotten my name, Kupo. After all we've been through together. But at least you remember me. You do remember me, don't you, Milan? I feel like it's Moglin as well. But I'll go with Mogcan to be different. For Mog, alright. So Amy chose Moglin.
How could you mistake me for that overstuffed throne warmer? I'm Mogin, the courageous Moogle who guided you to Zenith, Kupo.
So he gave Amy heck for choosing Moglin instead of Mogin. And instead I ended up choosing right, even though my gut was wrong. Phew, you seemed a bit hesitant for a moment there, but I'm sure you were just fondly recalling the time we camped near Zenith, right, Kupo? But putting our shared history to one side, what brings you and your friends to Mogholm, Kupo? Ah, another audience with old Restvelgar. Well, I hope you've brought the horn, Kupo. With the winds as gentle as they are, a good loud toot should reach the Great Worm's ears easily enough. That is good to hear, Mogin. Thank you. We had best press on to Zenith, while the winds are in our favor. I mean, a Xenoblade and Final Fantasy crossover would be kind of Xenogears. Now that was unexpected, Kupo. Chieftain Moglin will want to hear about this. Oh, the Chieftain. Oh, that's no wonder Moglin sounded so familiar. Alright. Off to Zenith. Yeah, that worked. By the way, if you'll notice, I was told I had to do all the quests in Churning Mist in order to unlock the Moogles. That is not correct. It is only certain quests. But this is the only area in the entire map that I've done every single thing in this area outside of the actual Mog Beast Tribe stuff. Ready to fly? You poor, poor man. I was losing my mind on vacation going after all that Mog stuff. Oh, did I? Oh yeah, I did go way too high. I thought there was... Oh yeah. Yeah, just right there. I see it. We must win Restvelgar to our cause. Fail in this and Ishgard's fate is all but sealed. Yeah, I probably should have followed a guide too. I was misinformed. Pray sound the horn. I feel like after this quest it'll probably be enough for tonight. We shall see. You dare summon me again, mortals.
Great Racevelga, 'tis not lightly that we beg this audience. Pray hearken to our words, for they concern the future of man and dragon both.
Haslo says if I unlock a dungeon, I should stop. That makes sense.
Greetings, Racevelga. I am Emmerich de Burrell, acting ruler of the nation of Ishgard. I am come before you to parley on behalf of my people.
To parley? Thinkest thou thy purpose unclear to me? Thou art come to beg mine aid in the battle against the shade of my brood brother.
Foresaw mine intent.
I but read that which is writ plain in thy eyes. Would that thou had wit enough to scry the answer in mine. My beloved Shiva did once build a bridge twixt man and dragon, a bridge which thy treacherous forefathers saw fit to tear down, as thou well knowest. Thinkest thou Nidhogg was alone in despairing at the murder of our brood sister? Thinkest thou mine own soul did not cry out for vengeance? Know then that upon that accursed day my heart did wither in my breast, and thy kind become unto me the harbingers of despair. Oh, hi Karagosa. 270 hours in Xenoblade 2 and I haven't finished it. Holy crap. 'Tis only Shiva's gentle dream that preventeth me from flying at Nidhogg's shoulder. Be grateful that I swore to abjure aggression ere I consumed her. I permit my children to offer or deny thee aid as they see fit, to warn thy people of my brood brother's coming, that thou wouldst dare ask more of me, but affirmeth thine incurable arrogance.
We understand that in your despair at man's betrayal, you seek only the refuge of solitude. But despite your protestations of spent faith, do you not still nurture the smallest flame of hope?
Perceivest thou such light in the dusk of mine existence?
I do. If you claim I see falsely, then tell me, why did you consent to bear Rizel upon your back?
Assail. Piteous deluded assail. The child did lament her past sins and sought to balance the scales with her remaining days. 'Twas her unquenchable passion, so alike to that of my beloved, which did spur me into flight. And for mine own part, I would countenance no longer the hands of evil men to use my brood brother's eye for ill.
So you do distinguish between those who acknowledge and repent their sins and those who perpetuate them. Interesting.
Frickin' Alphino.
It seems to me that you have not, in fact, lost faith in mankind as a whole. Rather, you weigh our respective merits by how we allow the past to influence our future.
Spare me thine idle sophistry. Even were there a mote of truth in thy reasoning, what of it? Wouldst thou have me slay mine own sibling to save a city of mortals?
Should we suffer ties of blood to bind our hands, then? Nay, if the crime is one of unconscionable evil, we must needs condemn it, even should the transgressor be our closest kin.
I mean, Emmerich speaks from experience on that one.
When my father corrupted himself and his followers with the power of a primal, I beseeched the warrior of light to slay him, an act alike to patricide. That he did not die by my hand matters little. If anything, it heaps greater disgrace upon my name. But had my father not fallen, he would have drawn countless thousands into a holy war of hellish proportions, which I hold the greater crime. Thus did I order his execution, sparing the lives of my people and yours. Alas, your brother Worm now prepares to murder those whom I sought to spare. What is more, he has taken my comrade's body for his own. But if I must slay my dearest friend to defeat my direst foe, I will not flinch from my duty.
Good speech by Emmerich. And yes, I believe Sonic Origins does come out tonight, Lackway. Thou wouldst strike down thy friend, and by example of thy righteousness persuade me to break mine oath and kill my kindred. Oh. Hey, Midgardsimer. Heed me, my child. The servants of Hydaelyn envision a different outcome. They intend salvation not only for Ishgard, but for the doomed Dragonslayer as well. Believest thou this shade to be Nidhogg returned? Is it not merely a manifestation of his vengeance, the shadow cast by thy brood brother's rage? I would not command thee, but ponder well thy course, lest it lead thee unto greater remorse. Wow, we're actually shaming him into this. Alright, while this shade of vengeance remains, the future will ever be uncertain. No, it's different. So, Amy says, "Thou wishest to rescue the dragoon from his fate along with all the rest. I do begin to see why Isaeo entrusted her hope unto thee. Thy purpose is pure, but so too is my brood brother's wrath, and 'tis that which lendeth him his all-surpassing might." Mine says, "Nidhogg's transformation into rage incarnate is in part mine own doing. I rendered unto him mine eye, and empowered his revenge thereby. But 'tis the purity of my brood brother's wrath that lendeth him his all-surpassing might." Hast thou the strength of will to stand against so terrible a shadow, I wonder? 'Twould seem I must put thee and thy companions to the proof. I shall await thee in the ruins wherein Ratatosk once dwelled. Heed well the words of my children, and hasten thee to the place of thy trial. Nice. This is probably our stopping point if it seems like it's a duty. Nice. I've been enjoying the duties. Even got Midgard some more vouching for us. Impressive. Alright, let's speak with... Another day, another trial. Such ordeals must seem almost mundane to you by now. Would that I could say the same. Oops. I believe I spied a wyvern landing just outside the palace. It is doubtless one of the children of whom Relsvagar spoke. Come, my friends, let us not keep our escort waiting. You want to ride, Amy? No. Of course, I have a good profile. What a song that completely matches the tone. Alright, same things they said before. My broodmates and I will bear you to the place of your trial. Make your preparations. Sore Kai. Oh, poor Kai's feeling sore. Ah, there we go. And there we go. We are partway through 3.3, and I don't know exactly when I'll be able to stream again for Final Fantasy XIV. Likely, definitely not this week because I'm just trying to get other stuff done. But at least we're going to try to do at least once a week to keep up with how we're going. I do know what I'm probably going to do is keep us going through the main story until we get to Stormblood. And in my own time, I'll do my other stuff other than Hildebrand and Alexander. Once I catch up to Stormblood, I can play on my own time through Stormblood and probably have all this other stuff done as well on my own time, and then stream, those two things as well. So we'll go through there, especially since I can probably only stream these once a week because I do have other work to get done. We'll see how it all goes. In the meantime, though, I will be back on Saturday. Yes, Saturday for more Radiant Historia. And I am definitely looking forward to that. That's been a lot of fun. And Sunday, it'll have to be Sunday night for more Devil Survivor 2, as I have a GVG stream with executive producers during the day on Sunday. So that's when we'll be streaming, and likely next week as well for Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know the exact day, but it will be another night stream like this in order to continue through more of the post-game of Heaven's Ward. So let's see who is streaming right now that we can raid. We got Kenshin playing Stranger of Paradise and Blueberry playing Resident Evil 4. Feels kind of appropriate to go to Stranger of Paradise. Continue the Final Fantasy love. Right? That's the one that's the ridiculously hardcore thing of Final Fantasy 1 that came out earlier this year. Like the hard edge Final Fantasy. You don't know it at all. Alright. Oh, a lot of people actually saying Resident Evil. I'm still going to raid Kenshin though. I don't think we've raided him in a while. Although he is just starting soon. It's fine. Need an alliteration for Nidhogg for our hashtag. Nidhogg. Yeah, that actually works. Boo Scary Helicopter. Death to Nidhogg. That's a good one. Cool. We'll start that raid, and shouldn't be too long before Kenshin goes live, and can enjoy some more Final Fantasy goodness over there. So we'll start the raid, and once again, thank you all so much for joining me for this. Really do appreciate it, and we'll see you on Saturday for Radiant Historia, and some point in the future for more Heaven's Ward. Till then, everyone. Bye.